Your toilet's overflooded.
Welcome to New York, the greatest city on earth. The first stop on our tour will be the West Village, once home to Jack Kerouac, Edgar Allan Poe, and Andy Warhol. Just a few of the controversial men that this city has inspired. Coming up on our right is St. Mark's Church, completed and consecrated in 1799. It is one of the oldest active churches in New York City. Coming up on our right is St. Patrick's Cathedral, the 11th largest church in the world. Construction began in 1858, but was delayed by the Civil War, and therefore wasn't completed until 1879. Notice the awe-inspiring spires, which soar an incredible 330 feet into the air. The window above the central portal is 26 feet in diameter. More than half of its stained glass windows were made in the French cities, Chartres and Nantes. The next stop on our tour will be Radio City Music Hall, home of the world-famous Rockettes.
You know, when you're a kid, everybody tells you not to talk to strangers. Then you grow up to be a tour guide.
Yeah, well, when you're a kid, people tell you all kinds of shit. But when you grow up, everything is different. And sometimes you have to do the opposite of what you were taught. Know what I'm saying?
Goodbye. Enjoy your stay in New York.
Besides, the advice you're thinking of is don't take candy from strangers. You don't do that, do you?
No.
Well, there you go.
Excuse me. Could we have a picture taken with you?
Sure.
Shit, nobody ever wants their picture taken with me.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for riding city tours. Goodbye. Welcome to New York, the greatest city on earth. The first stop on our tour will be the West Village, once home to Jack Kerouac, Edgar Allan Poe, and Andy Warhol. Just a few of the controversial men that this city has inspired.
Good night, Ed.
What do you need, buddy?
One slice, please.
One slice?
You don't have to warm it up. I'm starving.
I just don't understand why you're so upset.
Can we just not talk about it anymore? I don't want to think about it right now. I don't want to think about anything right now.
Fine.
Fine.
Excuse me. Excuse me. $1.
That's vintage Fighter Man. 1967. I remember watching this as a kid.
We have dubs. 4 for $10.
Oh, these not too bad. It's not great either.
You want them or not?
No, I'm sorry. I don't own a television.
Hey. Hey, Mac. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Give me a cigarette for a quarter, will you?
Here. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. Thanks, Mac. Enough. I've had enough. Don't give me no guff, brother. I've had enough.
It's freezing in here.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm working on it.
The Chrysler Building, which is coming up on our left. No, coming up on our right, was built in 1929 and stands at 1,048 feet. It was built for use by the Chrysler Corporation and therefore has many car-oriented elements. For example, the spire was modeled after a radiator grille. If you look close, you will also see many abstract friezes which depict automobiles. Abstract friezes. Webster's dictionary defines a frieze as a decorative, often carved band around the top of a wall. Coming up on our right, you will see the Chrysler Building, which stands proudly at 1,048 feet. It was built in 1929 by the Chrysler Corporation.
Yeah. Hi. I was calling about... Yes, exactly. Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. How much does this cost? Okay, that sounds fine.
Hi. You Ed?
Yeah.
I can come in?
Oh. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, sit wherever you like. You mind if I smoke?
No.
Oh, do you want one?
No, they kill you.
You like music?
Excuse me. It's custom for you to pay me in advance. Okay?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You know, it's funny. I've always kept my money in this book because the title starts with a C. Well, you know, C as in cash. Yeah, but in all these years, I've never actually read it. Have you?
No.
I started reading it tonight, now I can't put it down.
That girl?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the kind of book that really gets inside your brain.
Your pain?
No, brain. It really gets inside your brain. You want to hear a little bit? Okay. Okay, so at this point in the story, there's this guy named Raskolnikov.
Rascal what?
Rodion Raskolnikov. It's his name, it's Russian. So at this point, he's considering murdering an old woman for her money.
How?
With an axe. So, he's going through it all in his mind, debating all of the possible consequences of his actions. He's obsessing over it. He's consumed by it. Doesn't know if, when the time comes, he'll actually be able to go through with it.
She's crazy, huh?
Well, maybe. We don't really know yet. Dostoevsky writes, later on, when he recalled that time and all that happened to him during those days, minute by minute, point by point, he was superstitiously impressed by one circumstance, which though in itself was not very exceptional, always seemed to him afterwards the predestined turning point of his fate.
You want happy ending?
falling. I have that one a lot. Like I just stepped off the Empire State Building or some shit. Cars going by on the street like a mile away. And I'm trying to scream, but I can't catch my breath. And then, just before the big splat on Saks Fifth Avenue, I wake up. Yo, that shit is whack. You ever have that one?
No. I just remember fragments. There was a park, and a girl, and a lot of cockroaches.
That's nasty.
Goodbye. Thank you for writing City Tours. Enjoy your stay in New York. The girl was taken somewhere, near a dump. I think it was in Staten Island.
Excuse me, can we have our picture taken with you?
Thank you so much.
New York speakeasies were the place for great minds to meet and drink and discuss everything from political views to artistic enterprises. Bars were considered the perfect forum for thought-provoking conversation, enlightened discourse, and healthy debate. Now, during the 1950s, a cultural movement that was unprecedented came, finding such visionaries as Allen Ginsberg, Norman Mailer, and William Burroughs.
How do you remember all of those facts?
I record them. And then I play it all back. Again and again until I remember it.
That's clever.
I guess. One time it backfired, though. I was researching the building of St. Patrick's Cathedral, and I recorded the wrong date. And I memorized it. It took me months to get it straight in my head after that. It's much harder to unlearn something than it is to learn it, I guess.
Is it as beautiful as it sounds?
St. Pat's? I don't know. I've never been inside of it.
Tomorrow I'm going to the Museum of Modern Art. Do you like Monet?
I don't know. I haven't been to a museum since I was a kid. But I know that it opened on November 8th, 1929, and that it currently contains more than 100,000 works of art in a variety of mediums.
You know, for a tour guide, you really haven't seen very much. In case you want me to show you around sometime.
Who was that?
Well, it's just some tourist. I don't know.
She's cute, Ed. You better get on that.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, you need a girlfriend.
Yeah. What for? Staten Island was discovered by Giovanni di Verrazzano in 1524. He was later killed by a tribe of cannibals. But that's irrelevant. The Verrazzano Bridge, which was named after him, is the longest suspension bridge in the United States, with a main span of 4,260 feet. From this distance, I'd say the neighbors are approximately 7 feet away. "7 feet and one thin wall are all that foils a menage a trois." Is Lucia there?
Hold on.
Hey, what happened?
Flat tire.
Oh no. Do you need a ride home? Well, you remember me, don't you? I was at your house. I come there all the time.
The bug man?
That's right, I'm the bug man. It's a very pretty beret.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me give you a ride home. Come on.
Where are we going?
I'm playing a game.
Later on, when he recalled that time and all that happened to him during those days, minute by minute, point by point, he was superstitiously impressed by one circumstance, which, though in itself was not very exceptional, always seemed to him afterwards the predestined turning point of his fate.
you want to go?
To the dump.
We're almost there.
Yeah, this is it. This...
Right here. Stop right here.
His past seemed to be lying at the bottom of some fathomless chasm, deep, deep down, where he could only just discern it dimly. His old thoughts, problems, subjects, impressions, and that magnificent view and himself. And everything. Everything. It seemed to him as though he were flying away somewhere, higher and higher, and everything were vanishing from sight. People will do anything to escape themselves, to brush off responsibility, to avoid the truth. But of course, all those options are impossible. And I just have to accept the fact that I'm not who I used to be. Not who I want to be. This is me. This is me right now.
It's very pretty, Barrette.
Thank you.
Hello, City Tours. How can I help you?
Hi, Keisha. Sorry, Jackie. It's Ed. Listen, Yeah, sure, hold. Listen, I'm not feeling too good today. Could you tell Lou, yeah, just tell him I'm home in bed. Tell him I'll be back tomorrow. Who is it?
Good morning. Hate to bother you so early. Could we speak with you for a moment?
Yes, of course, come in.
You seem distraught. Is this a bad time?
No. I was feeling a little sick earlier, but, what is this about?
I think you know what this is about.
I do?
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I think you do.
In your heart, you do.
Listen, whatever it is you think I did.
Have you heard the good word?
What? The good word?
What are you talking about?
God.
God is love.
Do other people know this feeling? That moment when every dreadful thought that's been plaguing you just suddenly goes away. It's that indescribable feeling of freedom.
It makes you feel invincible, like you've been reborn, and there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing to fear.
Lucy? Hi, it's Ed. The tour guide.
Such a beautiful view.
A lot of people don't realize how nice Brooklyn is. Parts of it, anyway. Who says romance is dead? In this city, it's just not true. Who could forget the torrid relationship between F. Scott Fitzgerald and his wife Zelda? The eccentricities of John Lennon and Yoko Ono? The passion of Henry and June? Just look around you. Romance is everywhere.
You ever have a dream that came true?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Really?
One time I dreamt I was pregnant, and I was.
A few nights before Abraham Lincoln was killed, he had a peculiar dream. He dreamt that he was walking through the White House in some kind of delirium when he stumbled into a funeral. He asked a soldier what was going on, and the man told him that the president had been assassinated.
Really?
Yeah, a similar thing happened to Hitler. One day when he was a young soldier, he dreamt that he was being buried alive. He woke up and he left the trench he was sleeping in just moments before a shell exploded, killing all of his comrades.
Hitler can kiss my ass from the grave.
But here's an even stranger one. In 1966, several people in a Welsh village had nightmares in which they saw children being crushed to death. A few days later, a coal mine collapsed, causing a landslide which covered the top of an elementary school. Hundreds of children were suffocated.
Oh, my Lord.
The same thing happened before the Titanic sank.
How do you know all of this?
It's just stuff I pick up. I read a lot.
You read too much. Hey, there's my baby. Hey.
Mom, I thought you left without me.
Left without you? You ain't never getting rid of me, child. Come on. How old you going?
So many books.
I've only read about half of those.
Did you go to university?
I mean, in college? I went for a little while. Then I dropped out.
Why?
All we did was read books. Guess I figured I could do that on my own without paying someone for it.
That was in New York?
No, it was back home.
Why do you have so many books about criminals and killers?
I just think it's interesting. This is all the stuff they don't teach you in school.
Gross.
Oh, yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer.
What did he do?
He was a cannibalistic serial killer.
What, like he ate people?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He looks so harmless.
I know. No one suspected anything. Not even his own parents. At the height of his killing spree, he paid a visit to them and they asked if he was eating well. He looked a little thin, I guess. But you know, he didn't even flinch. Just told them he was eating a lot of McDonald's. Thing is, you never know what's going on inside a person's head. And the scary part is, for every one of these guys that gets written about in a book, there are hundreds, maybe thousands more that never get caught. They're everywhere.
You sound kind of paranoid.
Maybe. Or maybe everyone else just isn't paranoid enough. Whoa.
You okay?
Careful, there's glass.
Let me help you.
That's an old scar. I was a kid, you know. Still naive.
Why did you do it?
No real reason. I used to feel things so strongly, you know? Every sensation was intense. But as I got older, I noticed the intensity fading. It was gradual at first. And for a while, I could still remember the sensations, but only if I tried. Or sometimes a smell would set them off. But then one day I woke up and I couldn't feel anything. Everything just seemed like a burden. Nothing had significance. Nothing felt good. Nothing mattered. I was numb. And I just wanted the numbness to go away. It's an old scar.
fuck have you been, Zimmer? Your bus has been idling for half an hour.
Sorry.
Sorry, nothing. It's coming out of your paycheck.
Damn you.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Are you certain?
Yes, now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in a hurry.
I just need to make sure that we have never met. Are you absolutely certain?
I think I would remember.
So we never met before, huh?
No.
Then how do you know it's me?
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before.
That's from The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, who lived in the building that's now coming up on our right. He was born in Boston in 1809, but moved to the Big Apple where he settled in 1844. Poe is, of course, famous for his macabre detective stories, which include The Telltale Heart, Murders in the Rue Morgue, and The Fall of the House of Usher. Although underappreciated by many of his contemporaries at the time, he was highly admired by such acclaimed authors as Charles Baudelaire and Fyodor Dostoevsky.
That's the Wonder Wheel. It was built in 1920 by the eccentric Ferris Wheel Company.
Is that really the name?
Yeah, couldn't make that up.
Can we ride it?
I guess so.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I always thought that a gun was a coward's weapon.
It takes skill to become an expert marksman. I'll show you. See? Bullseye. Oh no. Out of bullets. What are we gonna do next?
is love.
First, I set the oven at 450 degrees. That hot? Yeah, stop it. That high, really hot. I set it at 450 degrees. And then
Stop it. Why does this bus keep stopping? Stop it.
I put it in the water, see? And then I use
Jesus,
the
fuck.
juices to make a broth. And that's where the flavor comes from, understand? The juice from the meat.
Don't you use Why are we stopping? Why is the bus stopping? Christ, fuck!
I used the broth, the blood, the juices and everything. And I mixed it all together.
Stop stopping.
I'm so glad you're back. I missed you.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to surprise you.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh my God. Ed, what happened to your face? Ed! What happened? Ed. Tell me what happened, please. What are you doing?
Lucy? Lucy, what's wrong?
Why won't you let me help you?
I don't need your help. I just...
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
Well, if it hurts you, it hurts me. Do you understand? It hurts me.
I hate this city. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do such terrible things.
You're a good person, Ed.
Sometimes I feel like I'm outside of my body, floating outside of my body, watching myself do things like it's not even me. I don't know who I am anymore.
What's the matter? Can't sleep?
I've been having bad dreams lately. Just not ready to go to bed yet.
You want to talk about that?
No, not really.
You know, ever since I was a little girl, I this, what do you call a dream that keeps happening?
Recurring dream.
Yes, a recurring dream. That I'm being chased. A man is chasing me, and I know that if he catches me, he'll do something awful to me. So I run as fast as I can, even though I'm so exhausted. And all the time I can feel him right behind me. His breath is on my neck. And I just keep running in this terrible fear.
That's a universal dream. A lot of people have it, or have one that's similar. It's like the dream where your teeth fall out.
I've never had a dream like that.
A lot of people do. Some psychologists say that it has to do with a fear of losing control. Freud thought it was about masturbation, you know, like a manifestation of guilt.
Maybe those people need to see a dentist, not a psychologist.
Maybe.
But, you know, sometimes I realize it's just a dream and I force myself to take control of the situation.
Really? That's called a lucid dream. Most people don't have them.
Lucid dream?
Yeah, I was just reading about this. Yeah, it says here that a lucid dream is one in which the dreamer becomes aware that he or she is dreaming. That way they can take control of the dream and mold it to their liking. Some people use it as a form of therapy. They can overcome their fears by changing the ending of their nightmares.
But that's what I do.
So, when this guy's chasing you and you realize it's just a dream, what do? Turn around and kick his ass.
No. Instead of running, I just fly away. Up into the stars. Those are the best.
Sounds like you have a special gift. Most people have to train themselves to have that type of dream.
Train? Like for the Olympics or something?
No, not exactly. See, there are ways to teach yourself to spot a dream when you have one. For example, words don't ever stay the same in dreams. So if you look at a book and you turn your head and you look back, it says something different.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's other tricks too. Some people claim that by looking at your hands, you can tell if you're asleep and dreaming.
Let me see. Do they look real to me?
Tibetan Buddhists believe that all of our experiences are dreams, and that we should strive to live in both the dream state and the waking state simultaneously and harmoniously.
That's really beautiful. But don't you think we already do that? I mean, dreams are just fragments of our everyday life, rearranged to tell a story. Our fears, desires, aspirations. I think our brain has a way of making logic out of all pieces.
I see such horrible things when I'm asleep. Awful things. I couldn't have created myself. I couldn't have made them up.
They're just dreams, Ed. They're not real.
not so tough. I've had enough. You're not so tough.
Hey, Mac, can you spare $1 so I could get some food?
Sorry.
Come on, just $1.
I can't help you.
I've had enough.
Then I'll take something else.
Oh shit! I'm gonna be late for work. What happened to the alarm?
I didn't set it.
Why not?
You know the Chinese don't use alarm clocks. They believe that if you're awakened during a dream, your soul will be lost to the dream world forever.
You're not Chinese, Ed.
Yeah, I know.
Get a break at 8. Will you come see me?
I'll try.
Ah! Shit! Ah! Shit! Ah! You think it's funny? Scottina!
Oh, hey! Hello.
Mr. Zimmer, we need to talk. I hope you don't mind meeting here instead of at my office. I find offices to be so very unwelcoming. Bars, on the other hand, make great place for people to meet and converse more freely. Wouldn't you agree?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, I thought I explained on the phone.
You said you were investigating a murder.
Yes. A very bloody affair.
Am I a suspect?
What makes you think that?
Well, I'm not a witness. And I haven't been murdered.
Certainly not.
So what else does that leave?
What indeed?
I have to go.
Wait a minute. Please. I can assure you that whatever transpires between us is just a routine procedure. Don't take it personally. I'm only doing my job.
I'm so glad you made it. I had the worst day.
It's just a job.
Talking to the customers. This table of 12 left me $1. $1 fucking dollar.
They're lucky you didn't go on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Your job. That's interesting. Just before coming over here tonight, I was at home reading about Albert Fish. Ever heard of him?
Can't say that I have.
He was born in 1870, and before his death by execution in 1936, police speculate that he had killed and eaten as many as 100 children.
Oh, frightful.
How about Herman Mudgett?
Now that name rings a bell.
He started off as a turn-of-the-century con man, but worked his way up to killing hundreds of people in his very own torture castle.
Sounds like Herman had a few things to work out.
Ted Bundy?
Him, I know. Not personal, of course.
Bundy murdered dozens of young women and escaped from police custody twice before he was finally put down. Seems to me that doing your job means processing criminals, testifying against them, filing the necessary paperwork. What about actually capturing them? Or stopping them before they take lives? Whose job is that? You'd do it if you had to, right?
Do what?
Kill someone.
God, Ed, no. It's not funny.
Not under any circumstances?
No, of course not.
What if you knew something that nobody else did? Let's say you knew someone had committed a murder and was going to do it again and again and again. What then?
I don't know. Why are you asking me this?
Because I think everyone has considered killing at one time or another. I think it's only natural. And I think some people deserve to be killed. I can't believe you don't agree with me.
Why, Ed? That is exactly why I came to see you. You see, I'm trying to catch someone who doesn't want to be caught. Someone who thinks that he can run faster than me. And he's been very successful so far. But no matter how quick, how cunning, or how clever he may be, eventually I will catch after. It's inevitable.
I need to tell you something. What's wrong? What did
I have to go away.
What are you talking about?
My visa runs out soon, and I don't know if I will be allowed to come back.
You're leaving? How soon do you have to go?
I don't know. Can we not talk about murder anymore? I don't want to think about such things right now. I don't want to think about anything right now.
Fine.
Enough. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Hey, Mac.
But there's never enough. Brother, I've had enough.
People are weak. People have no conscience, no sense of morality, no willpower. People's lives are governed by addictions, crutches, bursts of pleasure, momentary bursts of pleasure, fragmented ecstasy. People don't realize that strength comes not from saying yes to things, but from saying no. Saying no to those things that make us weak.
I think we need to talk.
About what?
I feel like you're angry at me or something. I know I can be a bit emotional sometimes, but I want you to know that I really, really care about you. If there's anything I said or did that made you angry, you have to tell me. I want to be open with you. And I want you to be open with me because I think we have something very special. And I want to try to make it work, but only if you are willing to try with me too. What do you think, Ed? Can we try? Ed?
Saying no to those things that make us weak.
What? Jesus! What are you doing?
Quitting. Where are you going?
No!
Why?
I don't feel like I know you anymore. I don't know what's going on with you.
Nothing's going on with me. I'm just trying to figure some things out, that's all.
Well, I hope you figure them out. And I hope I'm still part of whatever it is you decide you want to do. I love you, Ed.
Webster's dictionary defines love as 1. Intense affection. 2. A feeling of attraction resulting from sexual desire. 3. A score of 0 in tennis.
'Thank you for riding city tours. Enjoy your stay in New York.
Thanks.
Please, can we have our picture taken with you?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Cigarette? A quitter, huh? Me? I've been smoking my whole life. People always tell me that I should quit, that it'll do me in, but what they don't realize, that I love to smoke. If I quit now, then what am I leaving for anyway? Of course, in this city, can't smoke indoors anymore. There are laws to protect innocent people from the likes of monsters, like you and me. You know, this city used to be much more dangerous than it is now. There was a time when you wouldn't be safe outside at night. But the city has changed.
The city may have changed, but the inhabitants haven't. The cockroaches may hide from the sunlight, but they still come out in the darkness to scavenge.
Well said. well said. But the fact remains that cockroach populations cannot be killed, only maintained. Just ask any exterminator. They all tell you that. But you don't happen to know any exterminators, do you, Ed? Living ones, I mean. What do you want from me? I just wanted to let you know that I'm getting much closer to finding our killer. He's well within my sights. In fact, he's so close. I can almost smell him. He's very close. I expect results very soon. All the cockroach has to do is to come out from hiding. One last time.
Hey, Leroy. Where's Lila today?
Shit, man, didn't you hear?
What? What happened?
She was home, having dinner with her son last night, and some shit went down in the street outside.
Hey, Mac, can you spare $1 so I could get some food?
I can't help you.
Then I'll take something else.
Kid had to call 911.
Hey guys, break's over.
I'm really sorry, Ed.
Did you hear what happened to Lila?
Yeah, it's a tragedy. Back to work.
People never stop and step back and take a look around at what's really going on. People just go about their jobs and their lives. And they don't see what I see. Don't see what I see. The ugly truth.
Welcome to New York. Greatest city on earth. Greatest city on earth. We begin our tour in the West Village. If you look to your right, you'll notice an alleyway. That exact spot is where a young woman was brutally gang raped just a few years ago. She begged for her life, and they left it to her, but afterwards she wished that she was dead. Wished that she was dead. Months of exhaustive therapy left her still unable to walk. And while the countless dollars spent on plastic surgery hid some of the razor scars on her face, they say the scars inside of her will never fully heal. Never fully heal. Coming up on our left is the doorway where a man was killed for all the money he had in his pocket. Exactly $2.36. Last year, over 124,000 violent crimes were committed in New York, as well as 952 murders, 3,530 forcible rapes, and over 60,000 cases of aggravated assault.
I don't expect anybody to understand what I'm doing. People would judge me. They would despise me. They might even call me a monster. But if that's true, then at least I'm not alone. This is a world of monsters.
What is this?
It's a scrapbook.
What are those articles?
True crime stories. All the men who were murdered, they all have criminal pasts. They all are guilty of atrocious crimes. They're all linked. There's a pattern.
I don't understand.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that... All that matters is that I tell you the truth. Because I want you to understand this. I want you to understand me.
It's too late for that one. I just came here to get my things and say goodbye.
Goodbye? Where are you going?
Back home. I'm leaving in a few hours.
But you can't go. Not now. I have so much to tell you.
Come with me then.
Where?
Back to my country. Fly away with me.
Hey, Mac. I remember you. Got a cigarette?
You can do whatever you want. You don't have to stay here. Besides, you said you hate this city.
Don't you think I've thought of it? Of leaving? But what difference would it make? It's not just this city. It's everywhere. And I can't just run away from it. I have to stay and fight it.
That's okay. It's okay. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. It's okay, Mac. I don't want nothing. I just want to live.
This is your last chance to fly away with me. That's gonna be it.
I just want to live.
Did you ever notice that live spelled backwards is evil?
What?
Words are meaningless. Tibetan Buddhists believe that all of our experiences are dreams, and that we should strive to live in both the dream state and the waking state simultaneously and harmoniously.
People just go about their jobs and their lives so they don't see what I see. The ugly truth.
you're going to arrest me, then do it.
Arrest you? I never said I was a policeman. Do other people know this feeling, a moment when every glistening thought that's been plaguing you just suddenly goes away?
I think our brain has a way of making logic out of old pieces.
This is me. This is me right now.
Someplace to go where a soft moon beams. It's a sweet place of darkness, the land of dreams. Just outside of the town, not so far. For a ride on the stars by your side at the end.